Dang, Game Freak is coming through with the post-release updates for Pokemon Sword and Shield. The games have only been out for a little over a month, and we've already had 2 Gigantamax events, 2 mystery gift events, one of them being the ball event that came out yesterday, and an online competition, but now we have a Delibird Max Raid Battle event. Now, a lot of people probably be thinking, well, it's just Delibird, what's so hype about that? You get more experience candies and a special reward table for defeating this raid battle. So faster level 100 Pokemon and rare items, that's pretty awesome, and you gotta appreciate Game Freak going with the festivities. So if you end up enjoying the video, please leave a like and definitely share it with all of your friends. Also, consider using code Verlisify for 30% off your G Fuel order. I don't know the next time I'm gonna have such a huge discount to share with you guys, so stock up now. And the funny thing is, both events end December 26th. Yes, I'm counting my G Fuel code as an event. It works better that way, but let's go into the game and see what's going on. So, I already spawned a Delibird event, and we're going to go into that, but there's a few other things that you need to do. Also, I'm going to kind of explain the fastest way of getting Delibird, getting experience candies, getting level 100 Pokemon, so this video is going to get pretty crazy pretty quick. But the first thing you need to do, mystery gift, wild area news, because even though we've only had Gigantamax events, this still counts as a wild area event, which is actually really interesting to think about, because this gives Game Freak a lot of leeway to just kind of do whatever they want with these events now. Other rare Pokemon, maybe guaranteed hidden abilities, maybe unobtainable hidden abilities, and some other things that they can do with this. So I'm looking forward to see what happens in the future, and there's a couple other things I want to try out right now. Like, since this is an event, I'm guessing that these are only going to be Delibird spawns. So once you get a Delibird, I'm guessing you can force a 5-star, which is going to be better rewards in a shorter amount of time, by doing the time skip inside of it, and then it's not going to give you a Gigantamax, because for the Gigantamax raid battles, if you do this with the guaranteed Gigantamax event spawn, you can force the Gigantamax Pokemon that you're looking for. Also, we're going to need these watts to buy more wishing pieces, and yes, it does work for resetting the Delibird Den. Now, I'm just going to go into this one, and I might as well just bring my... Actually, no. Okay, so the thing is, if you have a 3 or a 4-star raid, Eternatus or the legendary Pokemon are going to work better. If you have a 5-star raid, a level 100 Pokemon that can Dynamax is going to be a better one. So let's just go and use the Eternatus, but this is what I thought would happen, that I can't use the Pokemon Battle Team, so give me 1 second. Now, fortunately, Delibird is a pretty weak Pokemon, low base stats, it's easy to just kind of blow up and stuff like that, so it's not like some of the Gigantamax raid battles, which can be very difficult, and I'm just going to see how much damage we can do with our Eternatus. I don't have Choice Specs, I think I have Life Orb right now, but I think it's going to be a pretty powerful hit if we just hit it with the Dynamax Cannon. Do have the animations, do kind of have to idle around and stuff, but see how this goes. Dynamax Cannon. And not the one shot, but you just have to like hit that barrier anyways. It's going to put up the barrier and then we get it next turn. So 2-turn win with an Eternatus, Zacian, or Zamazenta if we have the 3 or 4-star raids. So we'll just see how this compares to a 5-star raid. It's going to be pretty quick, and it's also pretty quick to get another Delibird to spawn. Unfortunately, we got Hail. Brick Break comes through. Doesn't really change anything. Yeah, it's just going to be a 2-turn battle. And it's also kind of like an interesting point if you want to catch the Delibird or not, because that catching animation does eat up time, which does slow down your experience rates. And that is a lot of damage. So there goes Delibird. Let's not worry about catching it. And then we can go and see the rewards. So I've already done a 5-star. I'm going to talk about how these rewards compare. So we get 14 medium candies, 4 large candies for a 3-star battle, as well as an Ice Stone and Ice Beam. So the 5-star gave me Blizzard and Ice Beam, as well as an Ice Stone and a Pokédoll. And I think I got another item like a not wishing piece, a Comet Shard. But this is not really that great. So you do really want to be going for those 5-star Delibirds to get the most and best items possible. But I want to see if there was like anything special that happened with the 3-star raids. And this is where you do get into like an interesting conundrum if you do want to catch some of the 5-star raids, because I got a god tier Delibird, which is another side effect of this event, because if you are farming a lot of Delibirds, it does give you a lot of opportunities to end up catching one of the Delibirds, and here's mine. Now, I bet some people out there, their jaws just hit the floor, and others don't really know what the significance of this Delibird is. Delibird is in the Field Egg group, and it's also in the Water 1 Egg group, so I have a 6 IV Delibird that I got on my first 5-star raid, because the no good in speed is the lowest speed, which means it's going to be excellent for Trick Room, and it's a male. So if I breed with a female from any Pokemon in this, and I have the Destiny Knot, and I have like good IVs on the female, we're going to be looking at easy, perfect Pokemon from this when it comes to setting up a Trick Room team, and we also have this for water as well. So I mean, Toxapex, Pyukumuku, those can be run inside of a Trick Room, probably some other Pokemon as well. That's actually really insane. So I guess I don't need to catch anymore. Maybe catch a few Delibird, maybe you get some good IVs since you're just encountering 5-star raid battles, which can give you those 4 to 6 IVs, and then you're just going to have a solid Water 1 Delibird, because if you claim the Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu event, that's also going to be a 6 IV Pokemon, and if it's male, that's going to be even better. I mean, we're also looking at Trick Room Dreadnought, Cursula. Oh my goodness, this is actually a busted Delibird, and it makes me happy. So that's another side effect to doing this. I'm just going to not catch all of the Delibirds. I'm going to farm crazy amounts of quick experience. So now let's talk about getting yourself the Delibird. So Delibird is going to be really easy to force spawn. This is the same method that I showed you guys for getting Gigantamax event Pokemon. Wow, that was actually really quick. That by throwing in a wishing piece between these two dens, it just cancels the wishing piece, and then you can get a Delibird in what averages out to be about 3 or 4 wishing pieces for me so far. And then that's also why we want to do the resetting method, because we are going to be spending a lot of watts for the wishing pieces. But if you've been doing den resets for the last couple of weeks or month as well, you're probably sitting on an insane amount of watts and wishing pieces, so that's something to take into consideration. And then every time we do this, we're getting some of our watts back, we can use those to buy more wishing pieces, and then we're going for that 5-star Delibird, because that is going to be the best, most worthwhile Delibird, since the experience rewards are insane. Oh, okay, so that's actually interesting, because last time I showed you guys Delibird rolled into Delibird, but it looks like it's actually still the same as the other Gigantamax events. Which means if you get the Gigantamax event, then what you want to do is the same resetting method, and then hope that you roll a Delibird instead. I'm wondering if they just made Delibird significantly more common, and then it kind of overwrites some of the other Gigantamax that's going on. And then next one was a 4-star Delibird. Okay then. Alright, so we got another 5-star Delibird raid that took about 5 resets for me, and now let's actually go and try it out with the Eternatus. So my level 100 Meowth that got the perfect Delibird, we won in 3 turns, because Delibird actually has something really awesome going for it when it comes to farming the raid battles, and it puts up the shields immediately. So we are able to just kind of knock off the shields, have our support Pokemon take it out, knock off more shields, more support Pokemon, then we just get the finishing blow, and Delibird is beatable in 3 turns, even with the 5-star raid battle, as long as you have a level 100 Dynamax Pokemon. But now let's see what the Choice Specs Eternatus does. So yeah, this is going to be turn 2, and it looks like it's either going to be a 3 turn if we can KO it through this next shield, or it's just going to be the same. So I guess there's really no difference between like a level 100 Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, or anything like that. And since we really don't want to be doing 3 or 4 stars, that's just kind of showing. I wonder if like maybe you can get a random 2-turn, like if you hit him with the Dynamax cannon, then your other allies use like 3 offensive Pokemon, and then since it's going to lose like defense and special defense, maybe you do enough damage through that. If I've got Choice Specs, I don't think we're going to be hitting that hard. And we got the unlucky freeze, so Eternatus is just going to sit there and be stuck for a while. Wow, the double freeze. That is like the luckiest Delibird ever. I'm still going to call it 3 turns. Actually, no, not 3 turns. We even got the helping hand, and it wasn't enough. And that flamethrower wasn't enough. And then, wait, shield breaks, which also does damage. So yeah, barely 3 turns. Okay, so it looks like it might be faster with a low 100, because we don't have to worry about those extra hits potentially. I don't know. But then we don't catch, speed through this part, and that is going to get us straight to the rewards, which is 6 extra large candies, and then 6 large candies. We also have Ice Beam, Blizzard, Pretty Feather again, and like I said, Pokédoll, and the Star Piece. I said like Comet Shard or something. It was Star Piece. I saw one of these fancy little items. So yeah, that's actually insane. So we have 8 experience candies worth of rewards, and in that time we get 240,000 experience for 1 Delibird raid. That's nutty. Oh, and we just got a new update for yet another mystery gift. So if you enter present, you're going to get 10 luxury balls. It's not like the most insane mystery gift ever, but hey, free stuff. Ooh, and it looks like this raid still has some secrets. I just got a Destiny Knot from a 5-star Delibird, so there are some other rare items, and maybe some more like common bottle caps or rare candies or something. This is nice. And then to finish off this video, I want to talk about the other bits of optimization you can add into this method to make sure you are doing it as efficiently as possible. So when it comes to time skip method, there's also the ranked battle skipping, which allows you to do it faster. So you go into a ranked battle, singles or doubles, you leave the battle, or you can complete it, you know, if you just want to do a daily rated battle anyways, and then what you do is the time skip, but you don't have to be inside of the den to do it, and catching a Pokemon inside a raid will not end this time skipping method. So now what we do is that, back out, back into the game, and there we go, and we can use this to kind of go for the 5-star Delibirds or stuff like that. But that method is a little bit finicky because by accidentally clicking on invite others, I just canceled the method and it takes a few minutes to set up again. So if you're really just going in for the long haul and you know you can be really patient about it, then that is going to be a better method, or just for straight watt farming. Like, you can just put a wishing piece into any den, doesn't matter if it's Gigantamax, Delibird, or whatever Pokemon you're looking for, and then you just do the quick daily resets until you have several 100,000 watts. Then you can spend those watts on wishing pieces, and then you can use those wishing pieces to then reset the dens with a lot more ease to then get your 5-star Delibird raids. There's a lot of like weird things that can happen, or you already have like 500,000 watts because you've been farming them anyways. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the digging duo. So in my experimentations with the skill digging duo guy for hundreds of thousands of watts, I've found that you get about the same amount of star pieces as though you bought them from the watt trader. So if you already had an insane amount of watts that you were planning on spending on the digging duo anyways, or if you want the bottle caps, when you're doing your watt farming, instead of buying them from the watt trader, you spend them on the digging duo. The only thing is, it takes a lot of time, a lot of A button mashing. However, if you have a controller that has the turbo function, you can speed through this and just kind of AFK and play other games or make dinner or do some adulting and stuff, and then you come back to a crazy amount of watts, bottle caps, and stuff like that, and that's just going to be adding the most efficiency into this as possible. So there's a lot of different methods for making this work for you, which kind of synergizes back into that guy over there, because if you get the bottle caps, you use the experience candies, you have instant competitive Pokemon, and it's going to be a lot faster than breeding, which is over there. Oh yeah, also I had Delibird break out of a regular Pokeball, so it's probably safer to throw a repeat ball since this does have like that Gigantamax event mechanic and they can break out. I found that out after doing a couple more Delibird raids, so quick thing to note at the end of the video as well. So yeah, that's some pretty crazy stuff. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.